Hey, what's going on, friends, family? So you want to find out some games that you could just play instantly, like either download very quickly, just jump into some games and have a hoot and a holler, basically party with your friends, or maybe even they're played in the browser, just something free, quick, jump in, let's hang out right now. And I've got 5 games that I've really distilled down. I mean, this list was like 20 games long. It was even multiple lists at one point, and I'm just putting it down. Here's 5 games. This is what you want to know, just real quick. Yo, what's some party games I can play with my friends right now online? So I'm not going to waste your time. Let's go ahead and get into this. Keep the hype alive. Here's my top 5 free online party games to play with friends. First up, we've got the famous Skribblio, but if you guys don't actually know, the history of Skribblio is it came from an OMG pop, which was like Facebook but for gaming, style game that was called Draw My Thing, and then it was called Draw Something on mobile, like when it was bought out or whatever, and they pulled that game. Anyways, then somebody was like, I'm just gonna make an IO game, Skribblio, it's gonna be just like that, boom, that's what it is. Basically, throws up a word, and it's like, hey, you need to draw this word, and try to draw it good enough so that everyone can guess it. So then you get points, and whoever guesses it also gets points, and you just kind of go through it. It's kind of like charades, but drawing. It's simple as that. It really is. But because of that, its simplicity, basically anybody can play this at any time. This is the ultimate one that I wanted to start the list out on. You probably already know of it, and if you haven't, give it a shot because it just looks like a dumb, silly game. Play with some friends. Maybe get some alcohol and substances involved. I don't know. I mean, do I promote that? I promote fun. So Skribblio is something that could be very enjoyable for pretty much anybody, fun for the whole family. Yeah, definitely. Starting on the list of party games that's free, that you can play with friends. Skribblio, I literally met a girlfriend playing Skribblio one time. It's a great date game. It's a great game to just kind of sit, like a B game, like, oh, what are we going to play? I don't know. In the meantime, while we're thinking about it, let's jam to Skribblio. There it is. That's it. Draw stuff and things. Have fun. Just know it's an IO game. It's played in the browser. It's free. Just do it. Just do it. Next up, we have Brofalls, which totally, it's a complete clone. And there's a bunch of like IO clone games of Fall Guys. It's Fall Guys, but actually, like, it looks good and it plays good. Now you do have to download it on Steam, but like genuinely, I don't know. It's Fall Guys, and that's pretty much it without having to spend money. Now, I know a lot of you guys already bought Fall Guys, and like, it was cool and stuff and things, but this is free. This is free, and you can just jump in. And I also like the gimmick that a player can actually be like an antagonist, so they can actually mess around and mess with people. But so as a party game, you just jump in. Everyone is just trying to get to the end, Ninja Warrior style. Come on, you know what this is about. Obstacle courses. I know back in the day when you were little kids, you played, the floor is lava and stuff like that. Set up obstacle courses and races. I don't know. I did. Hopefully you had an active childhood like I did and continue to be active as an adult, but don't give up your childhood yet. Don't grow too old. Play Brofalls. That's what this whole list is about, is just, being childish, being stupid and silly, and Brofalls, I think, just identifies as that sort of character. So go ahead, play this game. I know it's a clone, but absolutely, even though I'm going to call a game a clone, and even though I champion originality, truth is, I champion accessibility more than anything. Things being free, being able to play with my friends, that experience is everything. So yeah, free-to-play Fall Guys clone that is actually incredibly decent. Yeah, let's go. Let's have some fun. And actually, halfway through the list, I have the game that inspired me to want to talk about all these type of games, and that's going to be Krunkerio. Yeah, so I know this is like Call of Duty kind of, but like played in the browser. You can also play it on Steam now, so you have options. But basically, it's like a super minimalistic kind of Call of Duty style, just running, gunning, stupid kind of game. But it's making the list for party games because there's a ton of these sort of like custom, weird game modes that you can do, like Infection, or there's one where it's like everyone is sniping people who are running through like a sort of Donkey Kong 2D level, so it's really weird. There's gun game stuff like it. Just straight up, just for the gun game, instantaneously makes it the best party game ever. Free to play FPS party game. Now, there might be some other games that do gun game, actually, like Splitgate does that now. Sure, maybe, I don't know. You could probably play some free to play battle royales, but that's not a party game. It's not a game that you can just jump into instantaneously, anybody, anywhere, and just have a goofy, fun time with lots of different mini games. To me, that's what exemplifies like a party game to me, and that's Krunkerio. Yeah, some people actually play it a little bit seriously. I think they could go full esport if they wanted to with this game, even though it's just like, a blocky, the sort of like voxel, I don't know, browser FPS, but actually the game is really freaking solid. There's some kind of like really serious like physics behind the scenes if you really get good at Krunker. Like if you're good at Krunker, you'll destroy. So I really enjoy this title, even though I'm a complete noob and a scrub, but just as a casual party game that I can invite friends in to play with me, oh my god, it tops the list. Abso-freaking-lutely, you guys should check it out. If you haven't already, it's dumb popular, but like, do it. Number 2 on the list is a game called Deceit, and there are a bunch of, I would say, asymmetrical FPSs, especially horror games like SCP, Secret Laboratory. You know, there's some cool stuff with that. There is Unfortunate Spacemen, and a couple of these other like whodunits or werewolf style games, or yeah, you know, the most popular Among Us. And Among Us could make the list because you can play free on mobile, but I think we're talking about PC and talking with your friends on Discord and chatting. Among Us isn't free on PC, so yeah, Deceit is free, and also it's unique. It's something that I do want to champion, and you're probably looking at lists for games that you maybe haven't heard of. Deceit isn't too unpopular or unheard of like Unfortunate Spacemen, unfortunately, but it's just one that actually has really short rounds, it's really quick, and it's basically like, man, if you ever played it, Predator from Far Cry, where like one player is a monster and hunts other players, but you're actually like, you act like another player, and then when the lights go out, you turn into a monster and suck their blood. But the players have to make it through a map, and they do like little mini games, kind of like Saw, and they try to like, you know, work their way, puzzle their way through a map. And while you're doing that, you're also trying to figure out who's a monster, try to evade them, try not to die, and if you, of course, if you're playing as the monster, you go kill everyone. So this is actually one of the funner ones where you can actually kind of play in Discord with your friends. You can actually just jump in and kind of sort of solo queue or duo queue it with some friends. And I think overall it's just lighthearted. And it's really cool because it's kind of grotesque and horror-esque and slasher-esque, so definitely cool for spooky season. I think a lot of you guys are trying to play with friends and engage with that, you know, for spooky season and Halloween. Definitely got some horror co-op lists on the horizon. Like the video for that. Let me know in the comments below what you think I should go on there. But Deceit is definitely one of them. As a free-to-play horror game, as a co-op game, and as a party game, it's one that I think more people should definitely check out. Yeah, I know you played Among Us, but like if you enjoyed Among Us, Deceit is, I think, actually also equally as good and way more free. And also has like a different flavor going on to it. And the final game that I want to mention here is Transformice, which was the first of this kind of genre of game that I have ever played. So Transformice is a game that you can actually just jump in alone if you want to and just kind of mess around with it. I know a lot of my audience here have been playing this game over the years, just, you know, coming back into it every once in a while, because it's just a really cute and incredibly unique game, to be honest. I don't know if the gameplay is going to speak for itself, but basically you play as like a cute little mouse, and you're trying to get to the cheese, or the end of a level. And that's pretty much it. It's a platformer, but the gimmick is that the level just spawns in, and there's some sort of puzzle, likely almost always a physics-based puzzle, where players maybe need to work together, but since the whole game is like just about you getting to the end, you have people who are selfish, you know, and they can actually ruin the whole experience for you. And actually one player can be a shaman, which is kind of similar to what I said with Brofalls, where the shaman can be antagonistic, or like actually be heroic and help people and, you know, spawn in items to actually complete the level. But in the end, it's about a bunch of mice working together to either balance out maybe like some sort of leverage or something, or build boxes and stack them together so that everyone get to the end, or, you know, that one guy who's just running real quick, knocking everything over, doesn't give a crap about anybody, and he just wants to get to the end. So it's this weird social platformer thing that is really cute. It can run on any machine, anybody can play it, downloads instantaneously. It even used to be browser based, but yeah, this is just a weird, wacky game that if you're looking for a list like this, I think you're looking for a game like Transformice. So yeah, I'm going to put it at the number 1. But yeah, sorry for the list being so short. I just wanted to make the ones that I thought were truly the ones that anybody could pretty much pick up and have a really unique and fun time with. But if you want to go down the nitty-gritty, you know, dirty rabbit hole, I can actually find a bunch of really interesting niche online party games, and I could slap out another top 10 of something similar like that if you guys would like it. So yeah, please let me know in the comments below if you guys have any games you want to champion and shout out, put a spotlight on, and maybe if we get enough comments and likes and this video gets views, we'll probably do more videos talking about, you know, the underrated underrated sort of free online social games, party games, co-op games, things like that. I would really like to pursue that interest because that's really what the whole channel is about. But we got to see what the algorithm says and what you, the friends and family, have to say about it as well. But anyways, hope you guys all have fun together. Much love. And if you want to play with me, join my Discord. Links in the description down below. All I can ask is like, subscribe. I don't know, algorithm boost. Keep that hype alive. And I'll see you again next time.